Anime Night begins a quest to rescue the beautiful goddess. An impoverished street orphan named Seiya embarks on a perilous quest to rescue his kidnapped sister, Patricia. Alongside Sienna, the reincarnation of Athena, and his steadfast ally Mylok, Seiya delves into a world of cosmic powers and ancient prophecies. As they confront the malevolent Vandergurad and her treacherous cohorts, Seiya must unlock the full potential of his Pegasus armor to overcome formidable adversaries and save his captured companion. Amidst betrayals, unexpected alliances, and the looming return of ancient gods, Seiya and Sienna must unite the Knights of the Zodiac to face a resurfacing threat, all while seeking the truth behind Patricia's abduction. Strap in, movie enthusiasts, it's recap time. Today we will be recapping a film named Knights of the Zodiac from the year 2023. I hope you enjoy the video, so let's start. Seiya, an impoverished street orphan on a desperate quest to locate his kidnapped sister, Patricia, finds himself embroiled in a fierce confrontation within the confines of an underground fighting ring against the formidable Cassios. In the heat of the battle, an unexpected turn of events unfolds as Seiya harnesses an enigmatic burst of blue light, leaving both him and those witnessing the spectacle in awe. After the battle, Seiya is introduced to Al-Mankido by Docrates. Al-Mankido then delivers a forewarning about the looming threat posed by Vandergurad, who is actively on the lookout. Additionally, Al-Mankido reveals crucial information about Seiya's sister. Following a relentless attack by Vandergurad's cyborgs, Seiya's journey takes an intriguing turn with the imminent danger presented by these mechanical adversaries. Docrates falls into the clutches of Gurad's formidable warriors, prompting a relentless pursuit of Seiya and Kido. In a desperate bid to evade their pursuers, Seiya and Kido cross paths with Mylok, Kido's steadfast assistant. A tense and fleeting chase ensues, but through a combination of skill and strategic maneuvers, Seiya, Mylok, and Kido manage to outsmart and escape the relentless warriors. Amidst the adrenaline-fueled escape, Seiya demands answers regarding the unfolding chaos. However, his quest for clarity takes an unexpected turn when Mylok, in an abrupt and mysterious move, knocks Seiya unconscious. While in the grip of unconsciousness, Seiya experiences vivid recollections of his sister's traumatic kidnapping. Eventually, he awakens to find himself in the sanctuary of Kido's secret hideout. Revelations unfold as Kido discloses a profound truth to Seiya, unveiling the extraordinary destiny that awaits him. Kido learns that his adopted daughter, Sienna, embodies the reincarnation of the goddess Athena. Furthermore, it becomes clear that Seiya is fated to assume the mantle of the Pegasus Knight, a valiant warrior sworn to protect Athena. The gravity of the situation intensifies as Kido unveils the sacrifice made by Seiya's sister Patricia, who is well aware of his impending destiny. Patricia, in an act of selflessness, willingly placed herself in harm's way to shield Seiya from the looming threats associated with his divine calling. In the wake of these revelations, Kido, acting as a guiding force, imparts a crucial directive to Seiya. Recognizing the necessity for Seiya to harness his latent abilities, Kido advises him to undergo training under Marine, the Silver Knight. This rigorous training regimen is intended not only to unlock and master Seiya's Cosmo, a mystic life force, but also to empower him with the skills needed to safeguard both himself and Sienna. As Seiya grapples with the weight of his newfound identity and responsibilities, the quest to locate Patricia is intricately woven into his journey. During a shared breakfast, Sienna undergoes a momentary lapse in control over her Cosmo, prompting a brief upheaval. Fortunately, Kido's seasoned guidance proves instrumental in soothing Sienna's turbulent energies, restoring a semblance of calm to the situation. Simultaneously, Cassios, having proven his prowess by overpowering numerous formidable prototype soldiers in Gurad's employ, is presented with an enticing offer. Gurad extends an invitation for Cassios to join the ranks of these powerful prototypes, enticing him with the promise of exacting revenge against Seiya, a proposition that Cassios accepts with a vengeful resolve. As the unfolding events continue to shape the narrative, Seiya and Sienna forge a deeper connection over their breakfast encounter. Sienna, possessing a keen understanding of Seiya's destiny, persuades him to embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery through training under Marin, the Silver Knight. Accompanied by Mylok, Seiya ventures to the mountainous abode where Marin resides. Determined to hone his abilities, Seiya embarks on a solo ascent of the mountain to meet with Marin. However, the initial stages of Seiya's training prove challenging, marked by a struggle to effectively channel his Cosmo. Undeterred, Seiya persists in his efforts, with Marin's unwavering guidance serving as a beacon of support in the face of adversity. As the day gives way to night, an unexpected twist unfolds in Sienna's experience. She undergoes a prophetic vision portraying herself as Athena, engaged in the destruction of Seiya's armor amidst widespread devastation. This haunting vision triggers a surge in Sienna's Cosmo, further underscoring the complexity of her connection to the divine forces at play. Over time, Seiya successfully masters control over his Cosmo, achieving a pivotal breakthrough in his training. The pendant he carries emits a radiant glow, unveiling the transformative power locked within. As the luminosity intensifies, it triggers the manifestation of his Pegasus armor, a symbol of his destined role as the Pegasus Knight. However, this moment of revelation is accompanied by an unexpected twist as Seiya undergoes a profound vision while forging a connection with the newfound armor. The vision unfurls a startling truth. Kido, Seiya's confidant, was present during the abduction of Patricia by Gurad, adding a layer of complexity and betrayal to the unfolding narrative. Driven by a surge of emotions and a quest for answers, Seiya confronts Kido at his hideout, demanding an explanation for his involvement in Patricia's abduction. The confrontation becomes a turning point in Seiya's quest for the truth, forcing him to reevaluate the alliances and motivations that have shaped his journey thus far. However, before the confrontation can fully unfold, Sienna intervenes, whisking Seiya away from the mansion. In a secluded moment, Sienna unveils a dark chapter from her past, revealing that she had once destroyed Gurad's arms during her childhood. This act compelled Gurad to resort to draining Cosmo from children to sustain her existence. Crucially, Sienna discloses that Gurad released Patricia upon realizing she lacked the life force needed to replenish her drained Cosmo. Gurad, relentless in her pursuit, eventually locates Kido's hideout with the assistance of her subordinate Nero, who resorts to torture to extract the information from Docrates. The menacing presence of Gurad at the hideout prompts Seiya and Sienna to retreat back to the mansion, where a harrowing confrontation looms on the horizon. Seiya valiantly engages in combat against Gurad's formidable soldiers, showcasing his prowess in fending off the initial onslaught. However, the stakes escalate when he faces off against Cassios, the formidable warrior aligned with Gurad. In a critical moment of need, Seiya struggles to activate his Pegasus armor, leading to a brutal defeat that leaves him beaten and unconscious. Amid the escalating chaos, Kido takes a drastic stand to thwart Gurad's advances. With a self-sacrificial resolve, Kido initiates the self-destruction of his estate, aiming to eliminate Gurad and his forces in a desperate bid to protect Sienna and halt the malevolent plot. Tragically, Kido succumbs to the ensuing explosion, marking a poignant and heroic sacrifice in the face of impending doom. The fallout from the detonation casts a somber shadow over the narrative, with Sienna rendered unconscious and vulnerable to capture by Gurad's soldiers. As the dust settles, Seiya, battered and unable to prevent Sienna's capture, grapples with the aftermath of the explosive confrontation. The abduction of Sienna by Gurad's forces sets the stage for a new chapter in Seiya's quest, laden with grief, guilt, and an intensified determination to rescue his captured companion. Gurad candidly confesses to Sienna that she believes she has abandoned any hope of self-redemption, initiating a disturbing plan to drain her Cosmo. This dark scheme aims to curb Sienna's potential threat to the world by depleting her life force. Meanwhile, Mylok intervenes, rescuing Seiya from his incapacitated state. In a poignant moment of introspection, Seiya finds solace and forgiveness within himself, overcoming the guilt that had haunted him for being unable to rescue Patricia when she was initially taken. United in purpose, Mylok and Seiya embark on a perilous journey to confront Gurad at her stronghold. Seiya, fueled by determination, taps into the latent power of his Pegasus armor, unlocking its formidable capabilities. The ensuing battle unfolds as Seiya valiantly faces Gurad's soldiers and confronts Cassios, showcasing the true potential of the Pegasus Knight. Through skillful combat and newfound confidence, Seiya prevails against the forces aligned with Gurad, marking a significant triumph in the ongoing struggle. As Siena's Cosmo is systematically drained, Gurad, unable to bear witness to her weakening state, intervenes in an attempt to halt the energy-draining procedure. However, a shocking twist unfolds as Nero, previously aligned with Gurad, betrays her master and assumes the powerful Phoenix Knight form. This betrayal escalates into a fierce confrontation between Nero and Seiya, both warriors grappling with their destinies and the forces that seek to manipulate them. The clash between the Phoenix Knight and the emerging Pegasus Knight becomes a tumultuous battleground, with each combatant striving for dominance in the unfolding struggle. Amidst the escalating chaos, Sienna, nearing the completion of her transformation into Athena, becomes a pivotal figure in the unfolding drama. Her evolving power triggers widespread destruction, escalating the stakes of the conflict. Just as the battle between Nero and Seiya reaches a critical juncture, Sienna intervenes, wielding her newfound strength to bring a momentary ceasefire. With Seiya's support, Sienna manages to regain control over her powers, but the immense strain takes its toll, rendering her unconscious. Upon awakening, Sienna discovers a striking transformation. Her once hued hair has turned to a vibrant shade of purple. In a surprising turn of events, Sienna and Gurad find common ground and reconcile, marking a profound shift in their tumultuous relationship. To further solidify their newfound understanding, Sienna utilizes her formidable powers to restore Gurad's arms, fostering an unexpected alliance between them. With the reconciliation complete, Sienna and Seiya, accompanied by Mylok, depart from the immediate area, leaving Nero to observe their departure with a watchful gaze. As the trio embarks on their journey, Sienna unveils a revelation of monumental proportions. She discloses that the ancient gods are making a return, emphasizing the imminent need for the Knights of the Zodiac to unite in the face of this resurfacing threat. Understanding the gravity of their mission, Sienna and Seiya resolve to locate Patricia, recognizing the importance of assembling the knights to confront the looming challenge posed by the returning old gods. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Black's Movie Recaps for more exciting videos. Until next time.